my friends. My name's Diana. This is my channel, The Wandering Sewist. Welcome. So today I want to talk to you a little bit about what I'm doing, a change of plans, and some future plans. So we're gonna call this Sunday Sews since I didn't do a Friday Sews this week because I was just too busy. So for Sunday Sews, I want to first of all talk to you about my Hovea quilted jacket from Megan Nielsen. So I have here one of the pieces that I have basted together. You can see the basting stitches here along the back. This is one of the sleeve pieces. So I hate it. I hate how thick it is. Now, one of my subscribers who is a quilter warned me that this batting was too thick for the Hovea jacket. And my reply was, it's all I have. There was nothing else available in the local area, so I was gonna try it and see how I liked it. And she was absolutely correct. It is way too thick. So this is one of the front panel pieces. And you can see that trying to wear this, it's not going to be comfortable. It's going to make me feel like I'm wearing one of those giant ski jackets, you know, with stuff with down. And it's going to make me feel like the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man. And I don't relish the thought of feeling that way. Even though if I was going to make a blanket out of this, that would be perfection, because wow, how cozy would that be? But this is not going to be a blanket. It's going to be a jacket that I wear. And I already have body image issues because of my weight and how my weight fluctuates up and down. And so I just do not want to wear something this puffy. So I went on the internet and I searched for some cotton flannel, 100% cotton flannel, just a white, so that I could put it behind, you know, these light colors, because if you try to put a darker, like even this white, see, if you try to put a darker batting behind a lighter fabric, it's going to show through. So I did find some white cotton flannel on Amazon. It was about $10 a yard and it's 60 inches wide. So I just ordered a whole bunch of it for another reason I'm going to tell you in a minute. But I ordered a whole bunch of white cotton flannel, like 5 yards of it, so that I can just use the flannel in between the layers and it'll still have a filling, but it'll be much thinner. And the flannel, you know, flannel keeps you very warm. So, yeah, I'm going to take out all of the binding stitches. And it's a good thing that, see, the stitches are very long. You can see not binding. This is like just a stitch to hold them together, temporary. The word escapes me what it's called. Sorry. I have a menopause brain and it's just not working today, because I didn't sleep so good last night. So things are not braining today. Anyway, so yeah, these stitches are going to be super easy to take out. I just clip the little knot and tug and it'll come right out. So I'm going to take those out, even though I had finished binding. I had finished tacking together all of the pieces except for one. Before I realized, wait a second, this is not going to work. So I just need to take those out, and then when the flannel comes, I'll just redo it, and it'll be much, much easier. I can probably just even use some pins and just pin it together real quick, and then do some stitch in the ditch and have it be simple. Because this was turning out to be super complex, and my subscriber was absolutely correct. It's too thick, too thick. So the other thing that I wanted to talk to you about is you know that I am a member of a church, and in my church we have quite a few congregations in Africa, in rural parts of Africa that are away from the big cities. So the people there are subsistence farmers and they're very poor. So the women in Africa don't necessarily have access to feminine hygiene products, because if they're out away from the cities and they're subsistence farmers, every single penny that they earn goes towards taking care of their family. And so they use whatever they can find for feminine hygiene because they still have to work and make do with what they have. So what I'm going to be doing for some of the women in our congregations that we have in Nigeria and Ghana is I'm going to be making some washable, reusable feminine hygiene products. Words are hard today. My tongue is, excuse me. So what I'm going to do is I have 2 sizes. So I have a like an everyday, and I have cut it out of this plastic. You know those at the dollar store you can get like plastic cutting boards. So I just cut it out of that. So this will be that size of the outer, and this is the core that I put in for the absorbable cloth. So this would be like a daytime, like light days kind of product. And then for the heavier days, I have, let me show you the difference, the bigger ones. So this is a longer one. It'll also work for postpartum, longer ones, much bigger. And the core that I put in for the absorbent core is much bigger. So what I have on hand is I have this is a water moisture resistant backing that I will put on the bottom of the pad, and I will put, it's rough on this side and smooth on this side. So I'll put the rough outside so it won't slide around inside of panties, and the smooth on the inside because this is the moisture resistant part. So this will be on the inside of the pad, and the core, the fabric, that the moisture absorbing fabric will be against this waterproof side of this fabric. And for the core fabric, I have, this is a bamboo, and it's like sweatshirting, 100% bamboo, very, very absorbent and soft and flexible. So for the regular pads, I'll put 1 or 2 layers of this in, and for the heavy, I'll put 3 or 4 layers of the bamboo in the middle to absorb. And then for the topper, I can use any of these quilting cottons because cotton is super absorbent. I have all these quilting cottons so I can make them pretty. The pretty side will be against the lady's skin. So any of those cottons will work for that. I also have over here, these right there, those are flannel, but they're small pieces of darker flannel. It's 100% cotton as well, and it's soft. So I can put that as a topper as well against the lady's skin so that it'll be more comfortable. And then for the wings, I have snaps that I can put. So I have a press and snaps, and I can put snaps on each side so that they will then bend around like this and stay, and they'll snap together in the back like that. So that way it will stay where it needs to go. So this is going to be my major sewing project over the next 6 months. I'm going to be sewing as many as I possibly can so that I can send them off to Africa. So I'm going to be meeting with one of the pastors of our church in London in probably next April, March, April. And then I will pass along everything I have made at that point to him, and he will, when he goes on his next trip to Africa to visit the congregations, he'll take them. So this is a big project, and I need a lot of these because our congregations in Africa have as many as 300 to 500 members, and you know, about half are women and young girls. So just for one congregation, I will need a lot. And that's gonna, I'm just one person. I'm gonna do what I can do, but I don't know how much I can possibly get done. I'm gonna be working on them today because I'm at a halting place for my Hovea jacket until the flannel comes. So now we're gonna switch over to life. Okay, so for life, I am, this will be my last upload for a couple of weeks because we're getting ready to go on a trip to France. We're going to be meeting with some other members of our church to celebrate the Holy Day season, the festival of Sukkot, which we call the Feast of Tabernacles. If you're interested, it's in Leviticus chapter 23. And we're going to be celebrating that in France, and we're going to be leaving this coming Friday, and then we're going to be traveling for about 2 weeks, and we'll be back 2 Fridays from then. And then I'll see if I can possibly take some video while we're gone of some of the places that we are going and some of the things we're doing. Hopefully I will get to go to the fabric store, the one in France that I love to go to. I hope I'll be able to do that. Nothing's certain, but we'll see. And so if you don't see me for a couple weeks, I'm okay. I'm just traveling. And that is it. That is it. I will be only working on sewing the feminine hygiene products today. I don't have time to get a dress made before I leave for my trip. Normally I would make a new dress for my trip, but there just isn't enough time because I was working on the Hovea jacket. I really wanted to have it finished to take with me, but didn't work out. You know, sometimes things just don't work out the way that you think they're going to. Life has a way of throwing stuff at you, and you just have to adapt. You have to be resilient. And that is something that I have learned and have practiced as much as I can. You know, if you've been following me very long, you know my circumstance. Those of you who know me personally, you know what I've been through over the last 3.5 years. And resiliency has been one of the only ways I've been able to continue to function after losing my daughter. It has not been an easy journey, and without my faith and the promises of my faith, I wouldn't be as resilient as I am. So if you're interested in learning anything about my faith, I've had a few people that are my subscribers ask me because I say I'm Christian, but then I celebrate the Sabbath and the holy days. If you're interested in that, you can go to lifehopeandtruth.com and you'll be able to find out all about it. That is our teaching and learning webpage, and you can explore all kinds of articles and videos and Bible studies, and there's so much great stuff on there. If you want to go on there, you're more than welcome. And if that's not for you, it's not for you. It's totally fine. I still love you. So I hope you guys have a great couple of weeks, and I really hope that you have time to make something or do something creative that gives you joy and brings you a sense of peace. And so I will be gone for a couple of weeks. And I will see you when I get back. Take care. Bye.